Is there anybody here? Can you chat me now? Hello. I think it's working. I'll just give it a couple minutes. I think we're back. Hopefully I can get everybody back. Oh my gosh, there, I can see your chats. So, hi. Hi. Oh, there's Kyle and Heidi. Oh, you guys are so patient. So what I discovered happened is if I make this just for super supporters, then I don't know why, but the chat is turned off. So this really is for super supporters, but I'm sure other people will show up. Hi. I'm so glad you guys are here. Oh, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, patience is a virtue, right? And so if you're not a super supporter, I hope you'll become one. But this is my members only super supporters. And so what I'll do is maybe at the end of this, I'll just make this viewable for super supporters. But I love you guys too. I love having you here. Awesome. I hope everybody finds their way back to me. Stacy's here. Hi, Stacy. Stacy from Team Soul Navigation. So Stacy is the one who made the new moon bundles with, she designed these and made them for for Soul Navigation. I'm so glad you guys are here. Oh, good. We have 30 people here. Look at all my super supporters, all my heart people. That means you've been with me a long time. So the hearts are the people who have been with me the longest. Hi. Oh, good. All these supers. Hi, Veronica and Hannah and Heidi and Laura and Jan and Samantha and Ann and Jane and Tony. It's so fun. And Gloria, you guys are so sweet. And Jordan, it's so awesome. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me make sure my team, hold on, is here. Hi, you guys. I'm telling my team to come. Hold on one second. Let me tell them where I'm at because I had to do it a little bit differently. I signed out and had to make it a public live, ... Just go to my page, not the community section, and you will see me and everybody else here and chatting away. See you soon. I want them here because they're going to help me answer your questions. Okay, I want to ask, oh, good. Yvonne's here. Yvonne, I want you to stay. Please stay. Yvonne is helping me behind the scenes. Stay and learn something fabulous. I love all the hearts. It just makes my heart swell. You guys, do you have your charts? Just right. Yes. Heidi, your Aquarius moon bundle was mailed today. So Stacy's on this chat, and anybody who ordered the bundles, they were mailed out today. And let's just look at that. Let's just see. Sagittarius. Well, this one is the Gemini bundle. I just did. Do I have any Geminis here? Do I have any Geminis? Because I just did the Gemini video. I just did the Gemini video for soulmate or stalemate. Let me just see. I just want to show you. This one I love in particular. This new moon bundle is the Cancer bundle. Hold on. I want to show this to you. I have to show. Okay, Anne's a Gemini. So I just did the Gemini video on stalemate or soulmate. And I showed you guys the new moon bundle for Geminis in that video. And that's going to be on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. So let's watch it together in the premiere. I have to show you Cancers. This is Cancers. This is our new moon bundle for Cancer. So if you have a Cancer moon, this is the bundle you'd buy. Look at this polished stone. Some of the stones Stacy did were rough cut and some were polished. And to tell you the truth, I prefer rough cut, but what do you prefer? Do you like the polished stone in your hand or do you like the rough cut? Look at this stone. What is this stone, Stacy? Tell everybody about this stone. This stone is for Cancer. It's rainbow moonstone. And it's really giant. Look how big it is. Sorry about my nail polish. I didn't get my nails done. It's pretty big. This is for Cancers and it looks like the moon. And this creates balance and harmony and hope. Oh, Susie made it. Yay. And here is Stacy, Rainbow Moonstone. So Stacy created these bundles and it's heaven. Her essential oils are heavenly. So you use these in combination. Did you guys all manifest? Rough cut feels more natural. Yeah, I'll show you some rough cuts that she did. And we did both. But the polished, I kind of like it too. It's, it's kind of fun. But did you guys manifest on the Sagittarius moon on the 14th? Oh my God. It was incredible. Let me show you this one. What is this one? This is Taurus. Oh, Linda's here. Yay. Everybody's here, you guys. Woohoo. I don't know if Dr. Haney's coming. It's really late in London. Is there anybody in London? Oh, good. Daisy, you used it in the new moon. Good. Okay, look at this one. I just wanted to show you a couple of these. This is Taurus, and we did fluorite, and this creates inner peace, grounding, and harmonizing energy. Not all the stones are gorgeous. It's not about gorgeousness. I mean, that has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, and you got to wait now until the Capricorn new moon. So, oh, good. Sue Smith manifested on the Sagittarius new moon, though, the 14th. That was one of the most powerful days of the year. I love that day. I thought it was beautiful. And so now our next new moon is going to be in January. Can Susie or Linda look up that exact day? When is the new moon going to be in January? I think it's in the middle of the month, like the 12th or something. But look at this. This one is really interesting. So this is for if you have a Taurus, moon. And you can get your own moonstone, or you can get the new moon that is occurring right now, the stone for that moon to channel that moon's energy. But I like this fluorite one, and it's rough cut. It's kind of rough cut, so I like it. Okay, so I think we have enough people here. Need to clear my chakras. If you need a chakra clearing, Kira, it looks like Sierra, but it's Kira. She is amazing, amazing, amazing at that. You will feel like a new person after your reading with Kira if you need to get your chakras cleared, for real. I have a Taurus moon. Okay, well, Sarah, this Taurus new moon bundle is what you want. It's only $19, but then you can work with your moon sign stone for all the moons, or somebody bought all of them, and I love that because you can work with that particular energy of that particular moon. Okay, let's talk, you guys. Do you guys know this is kind of really for super supporters? This is like supposed to be my membership, my member for members only, but the chat doesn't work. So I had to put it on publicly. So if you are a super supporter, we will really, really try to answer your questions, because I love your support and I am so grateful for your support. And I have such a tiny, small business that it just helps. And it's just really sweet. And more than that, I love the love and I love the community that we are building. So do you guys have your charts? This is where I want you guys to look at in your charts where the great conjunction is happening for you. And that's happening at 0 degrees Aquarius. And a lot of people are asking me, how do I find out? How do I figure out where 0 degrees Aquarius is? 2 ways that you can do it, okay? If you have the chart that I made for you because you're a super supporter, it looks something like this. This one might be a little bit more vibrant than what it really looks like. But I want to show you. You can look in the boxes right here and you can look to see where you have Aquarius. So you can look and see where Aquarius is in your chart. And right here, it says Saturn in Aquarius in the 9th. So you can go look on your chart and you can see all the houses. And right here, it says first house, second house, third house, and it goes all the way around. Okay, can you see that? You can also just look on the outside and you can find the glyph and you can see the Aquarius glyph. Can you see that? Okay, well, Quantum Soul Mike, you need to, if you haven't gotten your chart or your perks, but you signed up, that means you probably didn't send me an email, or if you did send me an email, we didn't see it. And you need to send me all your birth information so you can get all your perks. And this is one of your perks. It's an easy cheat sheet, beautiful, gorgeous natal chart. So Quantum Soul Mike, I don't recall your name on my list, so your name might be something different than that. And also you need to tell me what your YouTube name is and what your real name is so I can connect the two. I've had like 220 people sign up to be a super supporter, and I would say there's like 35 people that never sent me their information, and I don't know how to reach out to them because on YouTube, I can't email you. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So be sure to send me your information. Anyways, I want you to find 0 degrees. Yes, thank you, Linda. Welcome, everybody. I'm so grateful. So I want you to find the 0 degrees in your chart. And then I'm going to tell you what it means, okay? So the 0 degrees is very interesting. Now, if you guys are like loyal fans and you've listened to, oh my God, look at his face. This is so stinking cute. Seriously. How do I deal with this cuteness? He wants me to play with this little tiny toy. I'm sorry. It's so stinking cute. So it doesn't matter if you have a planet in Aquarius. That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for Aquarians or moon sign Aquarians or rising sign Aquarians. We don't care about that right now. That's just an extra. That's just a bonus. What we're looking for is the placement in your chart where 0 degrees Aquarius shows up. Okay, so there might be a planet there, there might be nothing there. Doesn't matter. It's just a place in the sky because everybody has the entire universe in their chart. So where in the universe is the very beginning of Aquarius in your chart? And that is 0 degrees. 0 degrees is the very first breath of Aquarius energy. And we just moved out of we just moved out of. Okay, so Sarah G, hopefully you sent me your birth information. So if you're a super supporter and you didn't get your chart, just send me your birth information. I need to know your birthday, your birthplace, your birth time, and your real name and your YouTube name. You can send it to me at soulnavigation1111@gmail.com. soulnavigation1111@gmail.com. And then I can do it for you, but I can't do it for you if you don't write to me and if you don't give me your birth information, because how can I do it for you? And I can't reach out to you on YouTube. That's the hard part about YouTube. You can't connect, you can't DM, I can't write to you. So sometimes I go and look and see, I look you up and see if maybe you made a comment on my page and I can find you that way and reply, but that takes so much time. So, yes. So what I want you to do is take your chart. Look on this wheel right here for the glyph Aquarius. Hopefully you know what the glyph of Aquarius looks like. It looks like 2 waves. one on top of the other, but they're not waves. They're actually clouds or wind or air. And if Linda and Susie and Stacy can answer the questions that come in, that'll be great. So I'm not going to look over there. I'm going to let Susie and Stacy and Linda answer the questions as they come in. And I'm going to just teach you this. Okay. So try not to jump ahead because I want you to learn how to read this. So you're going to go and find Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is going to have a beginning and an end. The very beginning, right? The very beginning is going to be at the end of Capricorn because it goes Capricorn, Aquarius. And the very end is going to be next to Pisces. So you want to look at the 0 degrees, which is right after the Capricorn. And that's where you have 0 degrees in your chart. So 0 degrees, you're going to find the line between Capricorn and Aquarius, and that line right there is your 0 degrees. And that 0 degrees is in a house. So come to the inner ring and figure out what house it's in. Okay. Don't worry if there's a planet there. Don't worry. We're not talking about the planets. It doesn't matter about the planets. So this whole wheel has 360 degrees. It has 30 degrees for each of the 12 signs. And I want you to find the 0 degrees of Aquarius. And it's going to be just a line. So right here, it's literally right here. And then I want you to look down here and tell me what house is it in. So in this chart, 0 degrees is in the 9th house. Oh, good. You guys are finding it. Kyle found his 0 degrees in Aquarius is in the 10th house. Sue says 8th house. Melinda, I know this is crazy. This is Ivy. I just had Aurora in my whole video, literally sitting on my shoulder in my whole Gemini video. Wait till you see Aurora in the Gemini video on Sunday. It's crazy. It goes a little bit blurry. It's focused on Ivy. She is just the sweetest little girl. She very rarely makes an appearance. It's usually Aurora, but this is my little girl. They do. They like you guys. You guys bring such good energy. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have a planet there or not. We're just looking for the space. So what I want you to do is, do you guys have in your mind where Aquarius is in your chart? And can you find the 0 degrees? Because this is the house, and the house shows me the arena in your life, the playground in your life, that this renaissance is happening. So we're not talking about the planets. The planets don't matter. So Melinda, you're having your renaissance in the 12th house. Danny, you're having your renaissance in the 10th house. You, in your feelings, you're having your renaissance in your 12th house. Do you guys get it? So you want to find out where your renaissance is. And it's okay to not have anything. I don't have a planet at 0 degrees Aquarius either. It doesn't matter. So all we're doing is looking for the theme. We're just looking for the theme that this renaissance is going to occur in. So if you have, okay, clean karma, she has it in the 1st house. You guys got this. You guys got this. 4th house. You guys are getting this. I love it. And this is advanced. Just to remind you guys, this really is for my super supporters, but my live chat wouldn't work in a members only live stream today. So I had to make it a public chat. And so a lot of people who are new to this channel or who have never seen me before, you know, you might not have your chart. You might not, you know, all the super supporters have their chart if they sent me their information. So that's why if you're feeling a little bit lost and you're not a super supporter, you might not have one of my charts. So I just wanted to explain that. Okay, you guys are getting it. So now what I want to do is I want to tell you what it means, okay? And then you can refer back to this. Okay, Linda, do you got some of these? Stacy, do you have some of these? Susie, you got some of these? So 0 degrees Aquarius is going to sit right next to 29 degrees Capricorn. And Saturn and Pluto, and if you guys have watched, and I want you to watch this even tonight if you have to, I want you to go watch on my YouTube channel, go look for my playlist and go look at my 2020 transits playlist and start with December 2019's video that I did. I'm sitting by the fire, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm talking about Saturn and Pluto conjunct at the 22nd degree. Well, now what has happened is, that was a year ago, what's happened is Saturn and Pluto moved into Capricorn's 29th degree. And just today, or I should say yesterday actually, just yesterday, the Saturn moved to 0 degrees Aquarius. And I talk about this in my last 3 videos on my channel under the 2020 playlist. And I really, really want you guys to watch those videos. They're so important. It's called December transits. And so when any planet sits at the 29th degree, and if you were born on your sign at the 29th degree, you're born into crisis. The 29th degree is a lot of challenges and suffering. It's when the lights are going out. And so we have had Pluto and Saturn. I'm so sorry. We've had Saturn and Jupiter. If I said Pluto earlier, I really meant Jupiter. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. But we're having Jupiter and Saturn move into 0 degrees. And on the 21st, they will both be there. Right now, today, on the 19th, Saturn is there. Sorry, it's December 18th. Saturn is there. And then Jupiter gets there on the 21st. So we have 18, 19, 20, and 21. We have 4 more days until Jupiter gets to the 0 degrees Aquarius and meets up with Saturn at 0 degrees Aquarius. The last time this happened was like in 1405. 1405, year 1405. And it's when the Turks invaded Constantinople and destroyed Western civilization as it was known. And the birth of the Italian Renaissance and the Roman Empire happened. And that was the very last time we had this energy in the chart. And that's why 0 degrees Aquarius in your chart, doesn't matter if your sun's there, moon's there, Saturn, doesn't matter. That's where there is this great archaic teardown of the things that are not working, and the Roman Empire and the Italian Renaissance wants to happen. What subject is that happening in? Well, it depends on what house it's in your chart. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Okay, so Linda's got all these questions. Okay, oh good, Susie's in there too. Yay, you guys are answering these questions. This is awesome. Awesome, are you guys good? Warren, I love you. Meredith, it's okay to have it for the public. We are oneness and we support you. I love her. She's just the best. Warren relieves all my anxiety. You guys are so stinking cute. Okay, Melinda says we're all good. Susie, we Gucci. You guys are so cute. Okay, good. So now I want to go through. Okay, Rebecca. So the cusp is really kind of a make-believe thing, just to be honest with you. Let me just tell you, Rebecca brings up she says, mine is on the cusp between the 7th and the 8th house. I'm telling you, look really, really closely, get out your microscopic Virgoian binoculars and figure out if it is in the 7th or in fact the 8th. The cusp is kind of a pretend thing, to be honest. It just says near or close by, but it is precisely in one box of sand. So these are 12 boxes of sand. And you either are in this box or this box, and it is very definitive. Now, it can be like a watercolor painting, and after you tell me that, no, it is firmly in the 7th house by 1 degree or by 20 seconds. It might even be by 2 seconds. It's still in the 7th house. The 7th house is the 7th house is the 7th house. However, think of a watercolor painting, and the line can bleed into the 8th as a secondary idea, but it is primarily in one of those houses. She says, ha, ha, ha. I got my Virgo microscope out and it's in the 8th house. Exactly. So we're going to talk about the 8th house for you. Okay, so you guys got it? So when people tell me, oh, I was born on the cusp of Leo and Cancer, I'm like, it doesn't matter. You're either a Leo or a Cancer. You are not both. But you might have your Mercury in Leo and your Sun in Cancer and your Moon in Leo, and then you are both. But your Sun is not split in half and in 2 places. Okay, so every degree is somewhere in the chart. You guys ready? You guys ready? So what if this Renaissance is happening in your 1st house? So if the Renaissance is happening between your rising sign, right here, between your rising sign and the 1st house, so right here, if you have Aquarius, 0 degrees here to here, this is in the 1st house. If it's in the 1st house, this is literally about your identity. It is also about your physical self. So let me tell you something. There's something about your body, your physical mass, and the way that you move in the world. This is about your ability to take charge of your own life and to put yourself into the world, how you literally open the door and walk out into the world and take it on physically and forcefully. So this is where you're having your Italian Renaissance, and this is an exciting place because in truth, this house really represents 3 things. You, and you. You, and you. You know, this is the house of you. So this is no small thing. There is some redoing of your identity in life, of the way that you approach the world, of the way that you walk out the door, of the way that you say, world, I am going to interact with you. You are redoing you. Your whole concept of self is altering, and this is massive. So yes, thank you, Susie. I'm like, who wrote that? That's perfect. 1st house, your identity, your physical self, and transformation. So here, should we cut down on the holiday sweets if this is in our 1st house? No. You should do that though if it's in your 6th house of health. Eat all the sweets you want. Who cares? If it gives you more adrenaline and more power and you can take more on because you ate a sugar cookie, go for it. Sometimes, you know, what was that commercials? Was it Snickers? Like when you needed energy or you needed a break, just eat a Snickers candy bar. Remember that commercial back in the 80s? Like, ooh, I need a break. Or maybe that was a Kit Kat break. I can't remember, but it was a Snickers bar. And it was like, woo, I can take on the world. It's like, this is very highly energetic, but I am going to tell you that before the Renaissance happened, a tiny thing happened, and that was the destruction of the Western world. So this doesn't come just for free. This comes with something leaving your identity to create a new identity. So some sort of loss of self, loss of purpose in the world, loss of leadership, loss of courage, loss of your pioneering spirit, loss of your enterprising spirit. You know, maybe now you're just working for the man with the golden handcuffs on, when really you're an entrepreneur on the inside. So this is a time to recreate yourself, your identity. So what I want to say is if this is in the first house, there is some sort of massive transformation. This would be like the Kris Jenner transformation, where Bruce Jenner completely transformed and became a new person. So this is not a small thing. This is humongous. This is enormous. This is giant placement. If you have 0 degrees Aquarius in your first house, it is very likely it is very likely that you could have Pisces rising. So do I have any Pisces rising here? Because you probably have this Aquarius in your first house. I'm reading the comments. By the way, we're giving away a free reading today with Kira. Oh, I see. Sorry. I didn't mean to say Pisces rising. Thank you, Heidi. I meant to say Capricorn rising. If you have Capricorn rising, you probably have Aquarius in your first house. I'm so sorry. That was my bad. Thank you for that. Yeah, Karen. Thank you. Thank you. I love that you guys are listening to me. Oh, good. I have so many Pisces risings. I love Pisces rising so much. So I really meant Capricorn rising. Oh, oh. We all make mistakes. Yeah, Susie, thank you. Susie's always saying the thing I'm thinking. It's so funny. Oh, there's April. Hi, April. We're so happy you're here. So we're giving away a free reading today with Kira. And basically, we're just going to at the end here, we're going to pick out a name. Okay. So hold on. I'm going to figure out how we're going to do the reading, but we're giving a free reading. You guys are so stinking cute. I could read the chat all day. Okay, I have to keep talking. So in the second house, if you have 0 degrees Aquarius, now listen, the houses are not going to be simple. It's not going to be like you have all 30 degrees of Aquarius in the second house and all 30 degrees of Pisces in the third house. No, you're going to have some of the Aquarius degrees and some of the Pisces degrees in one house. So you got to find where it starts. Let me see. So where the line starts, that's the 0 degrees. Okay. And where the line ends is the 29th degree. Okay. So the second house is about your finances and your resources and your self-worth and your self-esteem. So if you are having a renaissance, a teardown, a demolition of your finances, of your resources, and of your self-esteem, right? In order to grow a healthier bank account and a healthier self-esteem bank account, then this is going to be where 0 degrees Aquarius is in your second house. So you may be looking for work that pays you more money. You may be looking for a relationship that doesn't take away your self-esteem or demoralize you, but instead lifts you up and builds you. This is about using your resources and your talents in order to create more value and more worth. So if you have this in the second house, this is about your financial resource, but your self-worth too. How do you value yourself? And where have you been sabotaging yourself in your self-worth? So am I eating Dunkin' Donuts in the closet, right? And I'm munching on food and it's eroding my self-esteem? Am I not in good relationship to self, because this can also be the house of food. Yes, it can go into the negative direction because there's going to be loss. And then there's going to be rebuilding. And by the way, this is going to be on the 21st, the very first day of the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius starts at the 0 degrees Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, 0 degrees Aquarius conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn. And that's on the 21st of December. So I do want you guys to get ready. It's going to be really a time where we elevate and we upgrade ourselves, where we really are being asked to level up. So this, if it's in your second house, is asking you to level up your relationship to your financial abundance, your financial worth. And that directly affects how you feel about yourself. That directly affects how you feel about your worth and your value. Tell me what you're worth. What are you worth? And answer this question for me. Do you have a concept of yourself that you are worth that which you dream of? Because that's this placement. So are you worth that which you dream of? Are you worth your dreams? And I want to tell you guys something. I have a dear friend, and her name is Valerie, and she is the most beautiful, breathtakingly gorgeous human being I've ever met, on the inside and the out. And she is just unbelievably talented. And I love her so much. I'm finding her right now. You can find her on Instagram at Valerie, and it's at Valerie Pappas, Pappas, and go check her out. So with that, I want to tell you that she is putting together a free workshop. And it's starting on January 4th. And what I want you to do is DM her about it on Instagram. And it's for women, and it's for women who need to have a breakthrough around their limited beliefs around earning money. And she is going to help you raise your wealth consciousness. And she's going to help you attract and receive money with confidence and ease. And I talk about this because of the second house. So if you have the 0 degrees Aquarius in your second house, you really need to go check out Valerie. It's at Valerie Pappas. Let me put it here, at Valerie Pappas, Pappas, on Instagram. And she is unbelievable. She's a wealth coach. She's a confidence coach. She's a self-esteem coach. She's wonderful. I don't get anything from this. She's just a beautiful, gorgeous soulmate friend of mine. And I love her work, and I love her. And she's really, really doing great work out there in the world. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And you should check it out. And go check her out and give her a follow, because her Instagram posts are very uplifting. And she's going to help you set up your next step to earn your worth. Okay, let's go. So go check out Valerie Pappas. And then, and I love promoting people who are doing great works in the world. And so if there is something that you're doing, just send me an email. And, you know, if I love it, I'll talk about it, because this one's really dear to my heart. And she's fantastic. Okay, if you are having this renaissance in your third house, this third house is, of course, your voice, your communication, your mental acumen. This is, if I was to say an umbrella term for it, your perception in life. So there is something about the way you talk, the way you think, the way that you speak that has become stale or archaic. This is probably you not using your voice in the most empowering or inspiring way. And this is somebody who is going to get a new voice and going to get confidence using their voice. And this is going to be somebody who is being asked to speak up and use their voice, and also use this thing here, your brain, to use your mind in a new way. This is the way. Thank you, Susie. I love you. I love you. You make it so good. So good. So good. Yeah. And so this is Spirit's asking you to change your perspective, change your perception, maybe change your perception of your own self, or to use your voice differently. This is asking you to deepen your voice, enrich your voice, put power inside your voice, speak up for the things that you want. Does anybody have this in the third house? Who has this in the third house? And can you relate to it? Because there's something about your perception that is limiting, or there's something about your voice that you have either not used or you have cut off. Now, your voice might be taken away from you because remember, in the Italian Renaissance days in 1405, there were great losses in order to spar on the greatness inside of you. So, okay, well, I want to know if you have 0 degrees. Yeah, thank you, Linda. I love Linda, Susie. They are just saying what I feel. So funny. It doesn't matter what planet you have there. And I'm not talking about just any sign. I'm talking about 0 degrees Aquarius, because this is going to be painful and this is going to be powerful. So where there is pain, there is power. I don't know if any of you've had like a microderm abrasion, right? Where you just get your whole face peeled off. And then what happens? Poof, you look 10 years younger, right? But you don't get to look 10 years younger without the face peel or the microderm abrasion or whatever. So this is a deep exfoliation. So somehow, if you have 0 degrees Aquarius in your chart, your mind or your perception or the way that you communicate has thwarted you, has thwarted your hopes and your dreams and your wishes. And so your voice could be taken away from you. Or for example, you could be a female at an all-male board meeting where you weren't allowed to talk, and now you're supposed to not put up with that, right? So maybe your voice was stolen from you. Clean karma, that's exactly what's happening. Our whole entire world is going to be upgraded, but it's not before we are almost completely demolished and demoralized. And that is sad, but it is through that pain and that suffering where people will really rise up and champion the right value system. Our whole value system is changing. On the 21st, we're moving into the age of Aquarius. We are all collectively upgrading. And then today, what I'm talking about, and if clean karma, if you want to go watch my December transits video where I say there's 3 sonic boom, we're in a sonic boom right now. And we were just cyber hacked really bad. So, all our secrets are out there and it is bad-zo. It's bad, but we're in the loss part. You're in the loss part when it sits at 29 degrees. When we get to 0 degrees, that's when we're in the repair. So we've been sitting at that 29 degrees for most of 2020. Those N degrees. Yeah. So yeah, I'm reading your comments, you guys. So this is happening collectively, and it's very painful for the collective. Look at COVID numbers. Oh my gosh, look at like a grandma who's homeless today. I read that story. That was so painful. She has nowhere to go. So collectively, and I do in my videos, I spend a lot of time talking about the collective transits, but today I really wanted to give you the personal transits, meaning how does this 0 degrees actually show up for you on a very tiny and personal way. But I do talk about how it is affecting the world in my December transits videos, and I hope you guys like them. I put a lot of heart and soul into those. Okay, the 4th house. This is a renaissance for your family or your mother or your heritage, where you came from. So this is your family. This is like your mother. This is the mother inside of you. There is a renaissance here. If this is happening in the 4th house around your home, and around your family, around your heritage, and around where you came from. So you might be leaving this home. This home might have become too small for you, too archaic, too many rules, too many regulations. You might be getting kicked out of your home. You might need to be shopping for a new home. You might need to change out your relationship with your family. Absolutely. So your home might be crumbling in some way, and you need a revival or a renaissance in your home. You might need a Zen organizer to come and revamp what your whole home feels like. Your home might have gotten heavy on you. You might have hoarded too many things and need to lighten your load. I'm not a Vedic astrologer. I'm an evolutionary astrologer. So I use the house system Placidus. So in Vedic astrology, those placements are going to be in different places. And I don't know how to read the Vedic chart. I do sell a great Vedic report, though, and I've heard it's amazing. Okay, the fifth house. Yeah, we are going through a birth. Thank you. That was Linda. Yet we'll create something amazing and worthwhile, just like a new human. We will create a new life, a new world. I think that's really true. And I think in order to get the collective to want to do that, what has to happen is there has to be great suffering for that to happen. That's why I wanted to read the book Siddhartha, because nothing great happens for free. Nothing, not one great thing happens for free. You might win the lottery for free, but I promise you, your greatest self comes from the things that you had to work really hard at. Okay, so the fifth house is about joy. It is the house of joy. It is the house of your children, and it is the house of your self-expression. What is my self-expression? Well, without my self-expression, I would be sitting here like a robot. I wouldn't look like this. I wouldn't wear my jewelry. I wouldn't have my hair like this. I wouldn't wear this jacket. I would literally be just artificial intelligence. I would be robotic. My self-expression makes me uniquely different from you, makes me choose my words and wear my colors and express myself. So my self-expression is the soul inside of me coming out and revealing itself to you. So how does your self-expression need an overhaul? How has your self-expression thwarted you, hurt you, become stale or archaic? How has your self-expression ruined pieces of your life? How has your self-expression needing a redo, needing an upgrade? Have you been hiding? Do you hide under, the cloak? Do you not even allow your self-expression to come out? Now it's time. It's time to let your self-expression out and discover who you really are. So if you are a Broadway singer, but you're working at 7-Eleven and your self-expression is stifled by working the cash register at 7-Eleven, it's time to break free from that and get in alignment with your true self-expression and honestly put yourself out there. Reveal yourself to the world. And reveal yourself to the world. That's really good. The sixth house is your health. So somebody asked me about, should we not eat so many sweets at Christmas if this is in the first house? I say enjoy those sweets. But if they're in the sixth house, I would be careful, because this is about diet and health and wellness. This is about your well-being, and this is about your daily ritual. And this is about remembering that your body is your temple. And so if this is in the sixth house, I really want you to take care of your health. Your health, your health, your health, your health. And God, whatever you do, do not get COVID. If you've got this in the sixth house, I want you to be really, really careful about protecting yourself with a mask. Does anybody have this in the sixth? Who has this in the sixth? 0 degrees. 0 degrees in the sixth. Andrea. Hey, Andrea, I don't have your information. Did you get your chart from me? I don't think I have your birth information. I've been waiting for you. Send me your birth info to me at soulnavigation1111@gmail.com. Okay, Rebecca has this at 0 degrees in the 6th. Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about 0 degrees, because 0 degrees is where the age of Aquarius is starting, and it is where the great conjunction is going to be happening on the 21st at the point in the universe. So I want you guys to think about it this way. Like, what am I actually even really saying? What I'm saying is that the constellations, right? Go around the constellations. They're sort of the canvas. They're the canvas, they're the sky, which is the canvas. And we can see the different constellations. And the constellations are divided up by 30 degrees. And we need to go find where is 0 degrees Aquarius in your chart. Because what's happening in the sky outside at 0 degrees Aquarius on December 21st, 2020 is the Great Conjunction. The Great Conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter coming together in alignment, sitting right smack at the 0 degrees Aquarius. We haven't had this for 600 years. And that means something. And wherever that point is in your chart, that shows me where this renaissance is happening for you in your life. So if it is in the house of health, you've really got to take very good care of yourself and not take chances. You also are being asked to either step out of an apprentice role and into the mastery of a mentor role, or you're being asked to apprentice something. So this is the apprentice, this is the master slave house. We can talk about it in a little bit more basic and vanilla terms if you want. But Stephen, one of my great teachers, Stephen Forrest, he really expanded my mind when he took it from master servant or master slave and put it into apprentice mentorship roles. Because it was master slave, 2,000 years ago in Babylonia, and probably got even through the 60s. But now I like thinking about this house as apprentice and self-mastery. And so this is a house that's having you look at mastering your crafts, mastering your talents, mastering your life, mastering yourself. If you died tomorrow, can you say, I mastered something? Because that's what this is asking you to do. Master something, mastering yourself. If I died tomorrow, would I be sad? Yes. Would I get to say I mastered something? Probably, but not as much as I like. Right? And this is happening in my 6th house too. So I really have to level up in my craft. I have to level this game up. I got to go bigger. And I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm trying. And I am trying. I try every day until 2:00 in the morning every day. So let's talk about the 7th house, but that is also the 6th house is also your health. I want to tell you one other thing about the 6th house, because I find it very interesting and I can relate to this one because it's so personal, because it's in my own chart. So I'm going to give just an extra little thought for the 6th house people who have 0 degrees Aquarius at the 6th house. And that is that you can also become a slave and a servant to your own craft. So like for me, I work all the time. This is the house of the workaholic. And that 0 degrees can kind of mean that you can become your own slave in the mastering of your own craft. And it gets painful and it's hard. Like there's nobody here in my world making me a slave. I make my own self a slave to mastering my own craft, right? I do my own self in. And ironically, that's not good. So getting a balance or redoing what that looks like is really important for 6th house. For 6th house people with the 0 degrees Aquarius there. Okay, the 7th house. The seventh house is about relationships and business partnerships. It's about unity. So it can be the house of marriage. A lot of people call it that. But Stephen also kind of taught me a little bit of a mind expansion around this house too. And he really feels that the eighth house is more of a marriage house in the modern sense. The seventh house is a contractual marriage. It's sort of, who you dated, and then you walk down the aisle and you made a contract. The eighth house is deep, deep, deep union and intimacy. The seventh house is your house of relationships. And it is your house of unions. So business partnerships, and people who you merge your life with. So it could be a traditional marriage, but it is truly having a renaissance around I love Christian. Who is that? Christian Buschenauer. Oh, you're so sweet. Christian, did we get you your chart and all your perks? You're so cute. Astrology classes from Soul Navigation. I'm hoping that's your next level up. I think that is my next level up, and I think a book is my next level up too. And I want to create a workbook so you guys can do this in a workbook. Thank you, Susie. So the seventh house is unity, and it's where you partner with another person. Open enemies, and open enemies is, I'm just going to say relationship and where you merge. So your business partnerships and your partnerships in life. So let me just tell you, if you have this 0 degrees in your seventh house, either your marriage wants to transform, your primary relationships want to transform, or you're being asked to go into business with somebody, or any kind of union is needing great leveling up, innovation, futuristic thinking. So your relationships might feel dead or dying. I gave an analogy today that went like this. This is like where you have this 0 degrees, where you have your 0 degrees Aquarius, is sort of like where there's grapes on the vine in the vineyard dying. Or we have to take the grapes on the vine in the vineyard, and we have to take them off of the vine. And what are we going to do with these grapes? We are going to completely transform them into something totally different than a grape. And we are going to make wine. Now, the grape has to be crushed and smashed and plucked off the vine. We have to kill the grape in a way to make the wine, right? That is what this is. So there's something, if you have this in the seventh house, 0 degrees Aquarius, there is something about your relationships that need to go from being plucked off the vine into the process of making wine. Does that make sense? Somebody needs to answer Jackie Kitty. Jackie Meow Meow needs help. So if this is in your seventh house, this is about the other people in your life and how you interact with the other people. Oh, good. Stacy's still here. Yay, Stacy. Okay, super. And Stacy can answer a lot of these questions too. And if you have numbers questions, numerology questions, you can put them in here too, because she's very good at numerology as well, if you have any questions about that. The eighth house, this is the house of intimacy. And I am talking intimate. This is where you get naked at the soul level, where your soul is just so raw. So I call this the house of the bathtub, not the jacuzzi. The jacuzzi is very different than the bathtub. The bathtub doesn't have chlorine in it, right? So I want to ask you, how many people in your life are you willing to take a bath with? Just anybody? Are you just willing to take a bath with me? Probably not, maybe, but probably not. So this is the bathtub. That's how intimate this is. So This is where you bare your soul. Andrea says no. No, I'm not willing to take a bath with you. But Andrea, you might be willing to go into a jacuzzi with me, right? So it's funny. And Linda says, hell no. Oh, Linda, you're so taking a bath with me. You've taken 100 baths with me. Metaphoric. Oh my God. But what I'm saying is this house is so intimate. This house is so deep. And this is where you are going to transform intimacy in your life. The 8th house is, yeah, exactly. It is soul bearing. So there is either a problem or a challenge inside your intimacy, inside your relationship to intimacy, inside your most intimate relationships. This is also other people's money. If you can, you're so cute, Susie. Susie, if you can write that too. And Linda, don't worry. They go to the grave. That this is also other people's money. And this is also death and taxes. So the 8th house is a lot of things. It is intimate. And it is where other people will their money to you or invest their money in with you. So if you have this 0 degrees in the 8th house, you might be being asked to find an angel investor, find a new investor, find people to invest in you. You might also be really dealing with death, divorce, or loss. You might be experiencing death, divorce, or loss to have a rebirth. This is probably the most painful place to have this happen. You guys are cute. Aw, blessed one just became a super supporter. If you're not a super supporter, this is actually a great time to join. It's only 25 cents a day and you get so many perks and you will love it. You will love being part of our super supporter family. So welcome, blessed one. We're so happy to have you here. Okay. So the 8th house is pretty tough because you probably are going to experience a loss and a rebirth. And it's going to be something very important to you, very intimate with you. It's going to be something or someone that is deeply, deeply, deeply at the soul level. And it is a huge, it's a huge placement. And there's a lot of things going on with the 8th house, but there's a vulnerability that I guarantee you, whatever subject it is, there is a vulnerability that you will be getting in touch with. Heather Weston. No. I know. I wish I could pick. Aw, Sue, I know, right? So Sue said, I just experienced this. Yeah, it's very, very hard. And you won't be unaffected. If you do experience a loss like this, you will be forever changed, forever never the same, and probably deeper and wiser. And you probably will experience that your suffering can turn into great healing for self and for others. Thank you, Andrea. I love Sue. Send her all the love in the world. The 9th house is having a renaissance around your belief system. And what you believe in is like the 5th house. If I didn't have my self-expression, I would just be sitting here like artificial intelligence talking to you like this. I would have no self-expression, right? That 5th house is what makes me come alive. It's what makes me transcend the screen. It's what makes you feel like I'm in relationship with you. That's all self-expression. Well, the 9th house is your values and your belief system. And so what do I believe in, right? I show you just by sitting here in my background, what I believe in. You can just see it. You can see the things that I believe in. You can see what I believe in by how I talk, how I speak, how I communicate, what I talk about, how I say my words, what words I choose to say. So your belief system makes up the intangible part of you. Your belief system is where you develop your hope. What does hope look like to you? Your faith. What kind of relationship do you have with faith? The laws that govern you. I don't mean the government placing a law on me. Hey, you have to stay inside tonight. No, I mean, what law governs me? Do I have a law inside of me that says you get your ass out of bed and you go exercise and you be a decent soul in the world? Yes, I do. So I wake up every day and I try to be that person. I'm not perfect. I'm not great, but I do try. That's a belief system. That's the thing that's going to alter in you. So where has your belief system short-sheeted you, short-changed you? You know, like, what is it called when you doorbell ditched you? Right? Like ding dong, boom, and there's nothing there. So where has your belief system tricked you, fooled you? Where does it need revamping? By the way, you're not going to really get to choose like what part of your belief, you're going to get to think that you choose what part of my belief system am I going to work on, but God's going to give you something. The universe is going to deliver to you a situation in which you have to develop a gosh darn new belief system around. And that's hard. So, uh, you know, getting a new belief system about yourself is really tough stuff. Do I need to give more examples about what that looks like? It's kind of like, do I put myself in a low paying job because my belief in my faith and my hope says I need to just stay where it's safe and secure? Or does my belief system say, no, it's time to roll the dice and gamble and bet on myself? You know, does my tower moments? Yeah, this is the tower. We are sitting on the tarot card, the tower. And that's great, Jan. And where is the tower in the tarot deck happening in your life? Jackie Kitty, that's exactly right. And you need your chart to know where it sits in your house. What if it falls in the 11th house? Well, Brutus, I'm almost there. I'm on the 9th house right now. So first you have to listen to what happens if it happens in the 10th house, because that's our next house. So let's talk about the 10th and then we'll get to the 11th. So the 10th house is your place in the community, and it is the highest. I love you. It's okay. I'm not mad at you at all. But we're going 1 through 12 and we're on 10. Thank you for asking. So the 10th house is your career. I call this Beethoven's house. We had the bathtub. Now we have Beethoven. And Beethoven, I've said this so many times, and so forgive me if I'm a broken record. Thirsty work, and Teddy's not pouring any wine. Why is Teddy not pouring any wine? Oh, good. Dawn Wonder came just in time. Do you guys know, I have to do a sidebar really quickly. So Dawn is my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friend who designed all of these beautiful Aura Quartz crystals. And I'm wearing my True Love crystal today. It is so gorgeous. I thought the hot pink matched the orange. But anyways, and who couldn't use more true love? And I do feel truly loved. But Dawn is so stinking cute for my birthday. I didn't even know you could do this, you guys. I didn't even know you could do this. She lives in Tennessee. I live in Seattle. That's like across the country from each other. And she's so cute. She had the Bevmo guy come drive to my house and deliver me a whole bottle of champagne. And the guy was knocking on my door, and thank God she gave him my cell phone, because like the busy Sagittarius I am, I wasn't home. And the guy calls and says, I have an order that needs a signature for Meredith. And I'm thinking, are these my taxes? And I was like, oh, and he's like, is this Meredith? And I'm like, it might be. It might be. And I said, why, who are you? And he's like, well, I have an order. I'm the Bevmo delivery guy. I'm like, Bevmo? Bevmo, that's the liquor store. Okay, I can meet you. I said, how funny. I'm in the Bevmo parking lot right down the street. He goes, I'll be right there. So he delivered it. And that is my wonderful Dawn Wonder. And she's the jewelry designer who's made these gorgeous, gorgeous Aura Quartz crystal necklaces that I want you guys to all check out. We only have a few left. They're still on sale. We decided to keep them on sale for Christmas. They make a great Christmas present. And this is the True Love necklace. It is so beautiful. And it's gold on the back. That's how she mounts them. They're just beautiful. Anyways, go to soulnavigation.com and then you can click on shop and then you can go look at all the different choices. And we only have a few left, but I want you guys to grab them while you can. The 10th house is your career. It's your place in the community. It is your greatness. What legacy are you building? So Susie, I love you, Susie. Great works, legacy you leave, public view, and career. She's just perfect. You can't get more perfect. Thank you. And this is like how are you finding your greatness? If you have this in the 10th house, this is going to be painful because you probably are going to have to really up your career. You're going to have to level up See, if you have this in the 10th house, this is sort of like, how can you be the best version of yourself? Because there's a better version inside of you that we need to get out, that we need to express. And so we need to get this even better version of you up and out. So you really have to level up in the mastery of your legacy that you're building. And I'm going to die an unhappy person if I don't get the legacy of my book or of my classes out there, right? And it's not that I'm a bad person or I'm doing bad things. It's just that there's so much more to do. And so if you've got this in the 10th, spirit and universe is really supporting you in the greatness of yourself, of your life. And so this is hard because this is the house of hard work. This is the house of karma. And karma is what you put in, you get out. So you don't get things for free when it's in the 10th house. You just don't get a free ride. You have to work very hard at leveling up. And the 10th house is so powerful. There's a ton of power in this house. So you want to harness it. Okay. Now the 11th house. I think this is what Bruno was asking about, right? This is, yes, it is your hopes and dreams and wishes. That's true. And that's the classical. But let's expand it more so, like I did with the 7th house and like I did with that 5th house. And like I did with the 8th house. Let's expand the 11th house. And really, this is where you connect to groups and organizations of like-minded people. This is the house of the tribe. And you can call that hopes, dreams, and wishes, but this is where you are truly, truly able to be your quirky, funky, far out, wild, weird self. And this is asking you either to let go of some of the tribes that are too small for you, or to create new tribes. This is the house where you have a massive opportunity to step into a group or a community that will level up humanity and life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that, Susie, because I didn't even use the word humanitarian and you put it on there already. So you can read my mind. You knew what I was going to say, but it is true. And you also know that to be true. And it is your hopes and dreams and wishes, but it is the house of the humanitarian. So what groups, how do you want to help humanity? How do you want to save the planet? How do you personally, if you have 0 degrees Aquarius, by the way, if you have 0 degrees Aquarius in this, you probably are Aries rising and you have the natural chart. So all of your signs are in their natural placement. And so this is very high functioning. The tear down and the buildup is really going to be fascinating in the 11th house because it is the house of Aquarius naturally. And this is happening at 0 degrees Aquarius. And so this is where Spirit's asking you, how do you want to be a humanitarian? How do you want to save the world? What community relief efforts do you want to get involved? Do you want to do a blanket drive? Do you want to feed the homeless? Do you want to take care of starving children? Do you care about the undocumented kids? Do you want to give everybody health care? Do you want to not do that? What do you want to do to level up, not just you, and not just your house and not just your home and not just your self-expression, but the world. So if you have this in the 11th house, you are on the front lines of really changing, not you, not your money, not your job, not your bank account, not your friendship, not your business partnership, the world, the world. Yeah, big. So Bruno, you got a big job to do. I hope you're still on here. Oh, is it Brutus? Is it Brutus or Bruno? I thought it was Bruno Mars. It's Brutus. Brutus, Bruno, right? Sorry, I was having a fantasy for a minute. My Bruno Mars fantasy. You guys are cute. Okay, the 12th house. Oh my God, I wish you guys could hear this. There's an opera singer. Hold on. You have to hear this. This lady comes and sings in our enchanting neighborhood every single night. Listen to her. Hold on. Can you hear her? She's in my neighborhood. Can you guys hear this? I have to tell her she's great. Woohoo! Thank you. Woohoo! Oh my God, she's an opera singer, and she wrote on the Nextdoor app that she is an angel. And she, at 5:30 every night, she comes out and sings some glorious song. I have chills. And I've missed her every night. One time I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth and I could kind of hear. And then my husband was like, Meredith, there's an opera singer. And I wish I could show you guys the lights. I mean, you're not going to even be able to see. Yeah, you can't even see. But every single house is lit up here. Like every single house. And she goes and she opens up her window and she sings from her balcony. I think I'm in Italy. It's so not Italy. It's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood here, but it's beautiful. It's actually like a little Swiss village, truthfully. It looks like that. And she comes out and sings, and it's just like, it makes me cry. It's so beautiful. And she wrote on the little Nextdoor app, I just want to do this to make the world a better place. And here I am talking about the 11th house. Isn't life magical? There's so much magic. Did you guys really get to hear her? I couldn't move my whole computer. Oh, my sister's here. Hi, Linda. She says she has tears. You should see. It's every single night. I hope she doesn't stop. And she's a professional opera singer in her past, I guess. And I don't even know where she lives. I don't even know what house it is. And then now she's getting crowds and everybody was out there applauding. And now people are waiting for her. They all come outside and wait for her at 5:30. And it's freezing cold out there. And I'm in here chatting to you guys all around the world. Anyways, it's so stinking sweet. So isn't that ironic, though, that I was talking about the 11th house? That was the 11th house. I'm like dying. That is the epitome. Hopes, dreams, and wishes. And your tribe. And how are you? I was just saying, how are you gonna level up? To make the world a better place. You're going to work with undocumented children. No, she's going to sing for her neighbors. It's just so stinking sweet. Okay, the 12th house is the house of spirituality. And this one is this house is an enigma. So this house is everything that you can't touch. So if you can touch this, you can touch it. It's not it's not the 12th house. So the 12th house is your relationship with the divine, your relationship with God, your relationship to the universe. And this is about restoring that connection to spirit. This house is so magical. I also want to say this house is the magical psychic house. So this is also like getting out of the rut in your life and into your intuition, mind expansion. This is going to be like if you were on an acid trip without acid, where you can time travel. And because we're moving into the age of Aquarius and we are going through a massive expansion of the mind, one of the things that we're going to learn is intuition is going to become, intuition and psychic ability, the sixth sense, if you will, is going to become common and mainstream. And so if you're having the 0 degrees, tell me if you're having the 0 degrees in the 12th house, because you are going to develop a psychic sensibility about yourself and probably rely on it and count on it. It is the house of the self-undoing, and it is the house of imprisonment, but and it is the house of addiction, and it is a house of hospitalizations and prisons and jails and all that. And so in order for you to develop your faith, your spirituality, a connection with God and spirit, it usually comes, not always, but it usually comes after you have felt completely hopeless, or you have been imprisoned. You've imprisoned yourself. You've put your own self in a dungeon. You've put your own self in a basement apartment with no light. Boop, 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 right? And you're tired of it. And now you're like, I want the sunny rooftop penthouse apartment with all windows and no walls. Yeah. So this is the house of secrecy, but it isn't secrecy just to be secretive. It is secrecy out of self-protection. I put myself internally, and I don't want to share with you who I am or what I'm about. So this is where you're going to have a revolution, and where you're going to step into faith and communication with God. And so, Melinda, this is no small thing for you. You're having a spiritual renaissance. And it is big. If I don't have spirituality or faith, what do I have? At the end of the day, when I take my last breath, right before I die, I'm in that spiritual zone and moment. And why do we have to almost be dead or be dying to go there, right? So if you're having this tower, if you will, if you're having this experience in the 12th house, it's like you're going to be able to dance with the other side, and you don't have to die for it. That's awesome. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? And if anybody wants to super chat me for a little tip, I will pull a card for you if you want to send me a little super chat. And do you have any questions? If you have any questions, and did I make this less confusing for you? And do you guys kind of understand it? And I'm not leaving you. I'm just going to pour myself a glass of wine. I'm right here, and I want you guys to ask me your questions. Because it is happy hour. What does being a Scorpio moon with Aquarius in the 8th house mean? What does being an Aquarius, wait, what did she say? What does being a Scorpio moon with Aquarius in the 8th house mean? That means you're very deep. Yeah, that's like deeply personal, and then also very humanitarian aspect. I would say I'd have to really look at your whole chart. Drinking coffee. I've got my wine in my little bronze cup. Oh, blessed one, you should get a reading and your chart read. And you can book through soulnavigation.com and look on the look at my team of readers and see who you resonate with and just book a reading. You will love it. They will help you understand your whole entire chart. And anybody who wants to do that, hold on. Anybody who wants to really understand their chart and how it works. Oh, that's so sweet, Andrea. Thank you. You should get a reading by Linda or Susie, Connie Joe, Henny, even Stacy and Kira. They're fantastic and they can help you so tremendously. Andrea, do you want a card? Okay, Andrea, this is for you. That's not your card. I'm just showing you the deck. So this is for you, Andrea. Let's look. Show me, Andrea, what does she need to know? Can somebody help me keep these organized? Thank you, Ada. Okay, this is for Andrea. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Girl, you're the Empress. The Empress is so beautiful. Look at that. You've got it all. You have it all. This is beautiful. You have to believe in your power. You have to believe in your feminine power. And this is about stepping into the femininity of your life and being, you can be a warrior female too, but this is female power, the Emperor and the Empress. And she's not less than him. But this is really about you owning your beauty, your grace, your passion, and your power and leading with it. And you can have what it is you want. Whatever it is you want, you can have. The Empress gets her way, at least in the tarot deck. You're getting your way. You just have to stay very positive. I know, it is really beautiful. I mean, that's one of the best cards in the deck, to tell you the truth. It's really, really wonderful. Okay, this is for, who sent me this $8? Ada. There's a Libra in my life. He is a potential relationship possibility. Okay, Ada, I'm going to do yours. Is he a potential relationship possibility? I would love to know what your birthday is. I can tell, Andrea, I can tell. Okay, this is for Ada. Yay, Andrea. So Ada, what's your date of birth? And is her Libra potential relationship for her? Aw, this is beautiful. It's the sunshine card. And with the sun, it's yes, yes, and yes. He makes you very happy. You got to be a little bit careful with Libras, Ada. And if you haven't watched my Libra in Love video, oh my God, that's mandatory watching. You should watch all 3 Libra videos because my Libra video is going to give you the complexity that's underneath his indecisiveness. And his indecisiveness has nothing to do with you. It's how he is operating. Sag Moon, Pisces Sun. I love that. And I like a Pisces Libra relationship. You can handle it. And Sag and Libra are fantastic. But please promise me, Ada, that you are going to watch my 3 Libra videos. I think I have Libra part 1, Libra part 2. Libra part 2 is better. And then I have Libra in Love. Cheers. Do a cheers with me, everybody. Cheers your coffee. You guys are so sweet. Okay, what direction is my medical coding career headed? And this is for Sarah. Thank you so much for the $5. You guys are so sweet. What direction is her medical coding career headed? Let's look. This is for Sarah. I thought you were a super supporter, Sarah. Maybe I have another Sarah. Are you a super? I don't know. Okay, let's look. And what's your birthday, Sarah G? Ooh, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this is not, you think that this is simple and you think that this is really easy, right? But it is not just, it's not simple. Thanks, Linda. This is going to take a lot of work and you're going to have to, it is going to go. You're going to do it. You will do well at it. But Is this the end all be all of everything that you're ever supposed to do in the world? No, this is playing at the Three of Pentacles level. And so this is a good next step for you, but I think you're going to step into even higher work, harder work eventually. And I am, yep, I thought you were, Sarah. I remember you. Thank you. I thought you were. I wanted to know if you were my super supporter. So what I want you to know is this is hard. Being a coder, you know, the medical coding, it's not simple, but you will be good at it. But it is not the only thing you are supposed to do. It's the next step, and it will open up doors for you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, let me see. I can't keep track of who's next. Oh my God, did I miss somebody? Johanna Gonzalez. I don't know if Susie's still here. But if she is, she usually keeps track of everybody for me. Linda, I don't know if you can tell me if there was somebody before Joanna Gonzalez. What do I need to know? I don't want to miss anybody. So if I missed you, please don't take offense. Just let me know and I'll get back to you because I'm just, they're popping all around. Ah! Okay, Joanna, what do I need to know? I'm an Aries sun, Cancer moon in a relationship with an Aquarius, direction with relationship. Did you see my video on Aquarius soulmate or stalemate, Joanna? Because I like Aries and Aquarius together. The Cancer moon, though, can get their feelings hurt. But let's ask, what do I need to know? Aries sun, Cancer moon in relationship with an Aquarius. I want to know the direction of this relationship. And this is for Joanna. Two of Pentacles. You guys are building something. You're growing something. And there's a solidness to it. I don't think it's flights of fancy. You know, I think that this is somebody who you have to be very patient with. And this is like a slow build. And it's going to feel like a yes, no sometimes. Just learn how to flow with it. It looks like it's worth growing, and it looks like it's worth investing in, and it looks like there's payout and reward, and it looks like if you can handle going slower and not having immediate gratification, but really building something over time, that's what the Two of Pentacles does. And also, you put in what they put in. Just do a match. Don't give more, you know. Don't lose yourself in this. And that Aquarius Cancer combination, I hope you saw my Aquarius stalemate or soulmate video, because the Aquarius Cancer piece is a little bit hard. And the Aries Cancer piece is hard too, because you need a lot of emotional security, and Aquarius doesn't know how to give emotional security really well. So you have to slowly coach, slowly teach, move slowly. But I like this relationship for you. At least right now, it looks so positive, and it looks like you could build something solid over time. It's lovely. Okay, this is for Tenzin. I'm a Taurus, and I want to know about my love life. Tenzin, thank you so much. You're very sweet. Let's see. Tenzin. Show me Tenzin. Beautiful Taurus. Two of Swords. This is about really manifesting what you want. Two of Swords, I want to tell you, you've got more than one option. You don't have to just pick one option. Oh, okay, good. Oh, thank you, Susie. You're here. Okay, so Tenzin, this is showing me you've got more options than you realize. This also tells me with the Two of Swords, you have to make sure you use your voice and you speak up for what it is you want. And this also shows me that communication is key, and do not stifle yourself. Don't stifle your voice. Make sure you speak up for, and if you're not involved with anybody specifically, it's like ask universe, especially, you know, you're going to have a Cancer full moon in January. So after that full moon, and I don't know, Linda or Stacy, can you guys look up when that full moon is? Basically, what I want to say is after that Cancer full moon, you're going to really know where your love life is going. And that Cancer full moon can bring in sort of a setback for you, or a really emotional day. So right now, I kind of want you to know that you have choices and you have options, and I want you to manifest. And I would love for you to really manifest on the Capricorn new moon, and manifest what you want by doing the new moon ritual, maybe buying the new moon bundle, but doing the new moon ritual, because that day is so, so good for your Taurus soul. So you can call in what it is that you really, really want. You're not without love. You're with choices. You've got options and choices. And 2021 is a way better year for you than 2020. And it starts getting better after that full moon in Cancer wanes, goes away and leaves. Okay, I'm going to just look at what Susie told me. Zavia, did I do her already? Joanna, and then Kevin, and then Jane. Oh, I think I need to do, I'm doing Zavia. Okay, what was Zavia's question? Did she have one? Hold on. Oh, whoa, I'm way up here. Oh, and I didn't do Christian. I didn't do Christian. So we got to put Christian on the list. Do you already have Christian on there? Hold on. Okay, oh, I skipped Christian and I didn't mean to. Okay, good. Okay, Susie, so I'll do Zavia, and then let me just see. Okay, Zavia next. Career 21. Okay, this is for Zavia. Show me, I guess you just have a career question, and you can write to me. Oh, good. So the full moon is on the 29th and 30th of December. Yeah. And it depends where you live, but the 29th and the 30th is that full moon in Cancer. Okay, Zavia's career. The Six of Wands, how interesting is that? Wow. Well, you know, there's something generous inside your career, and I feel like you're going to receive a blessing, and I feel like there's a victory for you. And this is about really falling in love with your work, and I hope that you can change some pieces around so you can in fact fall in love with your work. And when you fall in love with your work, that is the absolute biggest key to your life. And when you can change those pieces to fall in love, you get actually a victory, more money, more love, more passion about your whole life. And you've got to get this career piece right, because the job in your life is going to sort of dictate how the whole rest of your life goes. And I want to tell you, I think January, well, after December, I should even say December 21st, but after December 21st, when the sun goes into Capricorn, you're going to see that new doors are going to open, but it probably won't really manifest until the springtime. But I think you're going to find that there are new victories for you inside your work. Now, don't just sit around and wait for them. I think you have to hunt a little bit for them, but it looks like you're going to receive blessings inside your career. Okay, Christian, and then Jane, Veronica, April, and then Brenda. Oh my God, can I do them all? Okay, so did Christian have a question? Okay. Does Christian have a question? Oh, Zavia says, awesome. I'm already doing what I love, but the job is killing me. Yeah, you might need to ask for more money, and you might get a raise, but I do think you have to use your voice to get a raise. Okay, this is Christian Goshenauer. Did I say your name right? Goshenauer. What is your question? Just a general. Nope. No question. Okay. 11/27, is that Christian's birthday? Okay, I'm pulling a card for Christian. Whoa. Okay. So there's some stress and there's some burdens. You got to lighten your load in some way. I feel like there's a heaviness with you, and making your load lighter, making your load sweeter is good for you right now. And this is hard. This is stress. This is like emotional stress and lots of responsibilities. I feel like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, and doing whatever you can to shake it loose and delegate some of it, or just, not tend to it for a while. You actually kind of need a vacation or rest and relaxation. You have to recharge your batteries. It's fun to watch, isn't it, Gloria? Sometimes there's messages for everybody collectively too. Okay. This is for my Jane, my sweet Jane. We're becoming fast friends, aren't we, Jane? This is for you, Jane. This cat is standing out. This is your wish coming true, Jane. This is the 8 of Wands. Your wish is taking off. It's coming true. I don't know what your wish is, but you better find one if you don't have one, because this is all good things. This is so lucky. This is like the rocket launch and blessings galore, and your wish is coming true, and things are looking bright and better and positive and optimistic for you. And I do find you to be such a lovely person. Like, you're always just so filled with radiance. And that's great. It's wonderful. So you're going to have blessings sprinkled down upon you. I love it. I can't wait to find out what happens. Christian, Goshenauer. Sorry. I don't know. My sexy voice just has to try it out. I have to try it out on your last name. I'm so sorry. 3 kids under 8 at home. That's no big deal. Taking care of my parents. I will try. Life is full of ebbs and flows. Thank you. I love how honest the tarot is. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Wow. God bless you. I hope that you have help. And I don't know if the parents can help with the kids, but God, I hope they can. Thanks for appreciating me, Veronica. You're cute. Okay. This is Veronica. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is for Veronica. A general love message, please. Okay. Here we go. I'm shuffling. You can't see me shuffle. I don't want my computer to, if my screen falls all the way, then I lose all of you. Let's see. I love these cards. Connie Joe from Team Soul Navigation gave me the Witches Tarot, and they're so cute because they have cats on every single card. Oh my gosh, there's a celebration for you, Veronica. This is actually the marriage card. So this is like the marriage, the honeymoon, the vacation. Look at that. Look at all those cats. Is that not stinking cute? What are you celebrating, Veronica? Did you meet somebody? Are we all invited to the wedding? Where's the wedding? Where's your wedding at, Veronica? Could it be the wind of marriage? The wind? Well, you could be getting out of something and into something better, but this looks like like a party, a celebration. I am dating someone, but not sure where it's headed. Well, look at Dawn Wonder. She's already celebrating. She's over there. Woohoo! Cheers. Yeah, the end of one relationship and a new fresh start. So if you feel like you're ending a relationship, this is like you've got something so solid and so good and so lovely coming to you. It's a big celebration, a big party, and this is probably a leveling up in your relationship. So if not this person, Veronica, it's like Spirit's giving you the faith that is what Spirit's working on with you to bring you kind of your rightful marriage partner, if you will, the person who you're going to be in a big union with. Okay, who do I got next? April. Oh, goodness. April is next, and April's son has COVID, and that is her question. Okay, April, darling, this is for you. Here we go. And I think, April, your significant other joined as a super supporter. And I don't know if he's on here, but I got to meet him just, through email. Let's look at April and her son with COVID. God bless him. Let's see. How is he going to do? Ooh, the star card. He's going to be fine. He's going to pull through this. I mean, I'm not trying to minimize COVID because I would just die if my daughter had COVID. I would just be like dying on the inside. But I get the star card, and I think he's going to do really well. And this is also the guardian angel card. So really pray to your guardian angels, and they hover around him. And I think it's really important to keep the faith. And I don't see April on here, but I do feel he's going to have a recovery, and I do feel that he's going to do well. And I'm not saying he's unsymptomatic or anything, but keeping his faith and keeping his high spirits and you not getting it is really, really important. And I feel like he's going to be fine. Yes, it's getting better for you, April. And believe me, it's getting better. It's just that we're in this little hard phase till the 21st. And then January is kind of challenging, you guys. I'm going to do my January transit soon. So you got to kind of hold on through January. And then the second half of January, we start seeing big improvements in our life. Okay, Brenda, what things can I do and work on to better myself? I'm a Cancer sun, Capricorn moon, and a Sag rising. Okay, well, let's say yay for Sag rising. And I say that because that's going to help the melancholy of the Capricorn and the Cancer. So this is for you, Brenda, darling. Let's see. Let's see what she needs to do to better herself. See this card right here. Wow. Okay. The Six of Swords. You really need, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like you need a change. I'm going to be really honest with you. And I realize I'm talking to a Cancer Capricorn, but you are Sag rising. Oh, boy. First of all, I want to tell you, I really think if you can afford it, now this is for Brenda, if you can afford it, you need a 30-minute reading because this card is kind of heavy and this card is kind of deep. And I don't know if you're on here writing to me or not, but Brenda, this is about moving or changing massive pieces in your life to attach to things that are healthier and things that will make you stronger. This is leaving behind the toxic connections that you have in your life and heading into greener pastures. This could be a literal move. This could be a trip when it's safe to do. This is like your life looks like it's lacking some inspiration and some joy and some happiness. And we've got to get rid of things that bog you down. Like your energy is bogged down with people or job or events that are mundane and boring. And we need to move on to greener pastures and create change in your life that inspires you. God, maybe just change out your bedroom or make your world more inspiring and more comfortable right now. If you can't go to greener pastures like a good Sagittarius, then bring the greener pastures to you and put inspiration into your world in every nook and cranny. And don't hang out with people who bring you down and drag you down. My coach told me, I have a nutritionist who's also a coach, and she said that she's made a promise with herself to only have fountains in her life, not drains. And so this is kind of the drain card. Like, you are drained out about your life, Brenda, and drinking from the fountain is better than the drain, right? And so we need more fountains in your life. I wish I could help you design it. But I think if you even got a 30-minute reading, you could get into what does that look like specifically. You guys are cute. Okay, I thought I did Jane. And I saw Heather up there. My sweet Heather, she threw me $5 for my stripper dance that I didn't even do. I'll have to do that later, which was so sweet. Here's Heather. Okay, Mary, let's pull a career card for me. Let's see what's up in 2020 since 2020 stunk up the joint. I love her. Yeah, I know. 2020, Heather had just such a hard year. Oh my God. It was a hard year. Really, really hard year. So let's look. Let's take a look. This is for my sweet Heather. I miss you, Heather. I love you and I miss you and I love you and I miss you and I love you and I miss you. And give your hubby and your kids a big fat kiss for me and a hug. I love them too. You guys are so adorable. Okay, Heather. You ready? This is for you. Wow, girl, believe in yourself. 9 of Pentacles. This is independent woman making her own money. Independent woman making her own money, and you'll make good money. And look at you, just taking in the pleasures, reading your book, drinking your wine under the apple tree. And look at the cat. Can you see the cat in this? Forgive my nails. I have to go do my nails tonight, but look at this little cat right here on your shoulder. This is all the creature comforts. You can afford whatever you want. Yeah, I can't wait to see you also. I think you're getting a new job, a job that values you, a job with a 401k or some way that you can invest your money, because this looks like vacation or retirement to me. And this is like really good. And by the way, you are a brilliant worker. I know it's been stressful for you, but you are very good at what you do. So start applying for new work or a new position, or you know what I mean? Just start putting yourself out there. Not yet. It has to be after the 21st, but that's in 4 days. And this is really good. I know Heidi, she's going to take us somewhere fun with all her riches. Heather, the trip's on me. I can't wait for that day, Heather. A job that values you. Yes. And there is work out there that does value you. We just have to find it and hunt for it. Now, I'm not saying you're going to find it on the 21st, but on the 21st, I'd like for you to be courageous. Change is not simple, but throw yourself out there, put yourself out there and roll the dice on you, because this is like this is the female success card out of the whole deck, and it's a money card. The pentacles in the tree, that's money. This is as close to the Empress as we get, but the Empress kind of has like the gilded streets already made for her. This is you building your own self-worth. This is you creating it. Okay, I'm going to just look at Susie. You tell me what to do. Sonia. Okay, Sonia. Here's for Sonia. Derek, you're generous to me. Aries sun. Well, would we doubt an Aries sun's generosity? Thank you. You're so sweet. I need to bring fun into my aura. You need to date a Gemini. If that doesn't drive you to the sheer brink of funness, madness, nothing will. Derek, I'm just teasing you. I'll get to you. I just want to say thank you for the $9.99. You're so cute. You're so cute. I'm going to buy me something fancy. You guys are sweethearts. Thank you so much for supporting my time. This is for Sonia. Oh, the moon card. So Sonia, there's something deep about you. There's something, this is like manifest on the new moon. Work with the moon's energy, work with your intuition, develop your psychic sense. This is really gorgeous. And I don't know if you worked with the Sagittarius new moon, but this is really doing some moon work. And when you work with the moon, I'm telling you guys, it's why Stacy and I made all these new moon bundles. The moon is so powerful because it breaks through this material, crass world, if you've watched the news, and it takes you into the psychic part of life, the intuitive part of life, the guardian angel part of life. And so you're really being encouraged to do some serious moon work. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, and if I don't know how deep into all of my videos you are, but I do have a video that teaches you how to work with the moon. And it's called just do this. Look on my, I don't know if anybody can go find that video right now, and tell her what it is. But I want her to know how to work with the moon. And it's Meredith's new moon ritual video. Just try to search for that. If you can't find it, just email me at soulnavigation1111@gmail.com and I will guide you to it, because I want you to tap into and develop your intuition, because your intuition is going to guide you in ways that logic and science won't, that your gut instincts won't. Your intuition is just bubbling up. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to just, Susie, boss me around, Susie. Okay. So right now I've got April. April wants to know if her brother is their guardian. Okay. So April has 2 questions. Thank you for the super chats, April. You're so sweet. Okay, so let's look and see if your brother is your guardian. Let's ask, is her brother Whoa, yes, and very grounded. So maybe this is very interesting, but your brother comes to you, and this is very grounded energy. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So there are messages for you. There's communication for you, April. There is conversations trying to happen and come through. So this is yes, yes, and yes, and very protective with earthbound matters. So when I say grounded, what I mean is, yes, in the real world, not in airy fairy, not unicorns and leprechauns. I'm talking in cold hard cash, electricity in your house, you know, finding, I don't know, finding the magical chair when you're looking for a magical chair. It's like that. And you will see material, you'll see a feather, you'll see a coin, you'll see numbers, you'll see material proof. Okay, now let's look at Terry. Thank you for all the super chats, April. You're so sweet. Where do you live, April? Show me Terry. Edmonton. You're Canadian. Who doesn't love Canadians? God. Everybody loves Canadians. You can't not love a Canadian. Okay, let's look at Terry. Show me Terry with April. April, everybody's having trouble, you know? It's just the troubling times, to tell you the truth. It's the troubling times, and it's going to get better. Show me Terry. Ooh. Here we go. Look how sweet this is. He's your partner, but he's also a best friend. Look at this card with the flowers. Is that not the sweetest thing? He cares about you, and he cares about your child. He cares about your family. He cares about your life, and he is very supportive, giving you gifts. And he is also nostalgic with you. You guys are building memories. He's by your side. He's helping you. He's assisting you. And it's a cups card. So there is joy. And yeah, it's a best friends card. I mean, I'm sure you guys are, you know, have romance and passion and all that, but this is the card of I've got your back. I'm your best friend. He's a guardian too. He's an earthbound guardian and a sweet, sweet heart. He's a sweetheart. Give him a couple breaks. You know, Sages, we need you to give us a couple breaks. We're going to do 10 things, and 6 of them are going to be amazing, and 4 of them are going to be not amazing. And we need you to give us some breaks, but we do more amazing things than the mistakes. Do I have anybody else? Mint tea. Oh, Derek. Ooh, God, I got more. Okay, Derek. Oh yeah, I got to do Derek. My generous Aries. Aries sun, Virgo moon, Scorpio rising. Ooh, what can I do? Well, Derek, first I want to ask you, did you watch my Aries rising video? Because it was intense, it was gritty, it was raw, it was deep, it was harsh, it was real, it was direct. And I also think the Virgo and the Scorpio and the Aries, you know, in a way, those are critical signs. Like Virgo, do you have a Virgo moon? Let's don't use the word critical. Let me reshape this for you before I draw a card for you, Derek. This is for you. I hope you're listening. It's not critical, it's discerning. Aries knows what it means to be the best. Virgo strives for perfection, and Scorpio knows bullshit better than anybody in the entire zodiac. So Scorpio has its eye on what's not right and what's going wrong. Virgo knows how to discern. They know the difference between fan-friggin-tastic and just fantastic. And they can measure in the tiniest of increments. And Aries is not satisfied easily because they want the best. And so first, I want you, Derek, to know that you are trying to achieve some level of greatness, and you're trying to discern through the bullshit. And so you've got a very complicated mission. And if I was to put you in a movie, I would put you in a different version, but the title would be called Mission Impossible. And that's why your nature feels kind of critical, because you're in this impossible mission. So it feels. It's not really true, but you're quite demanding of yourself. And I bet you anything, if I knew you personally, I would see how hard you try at life. Like the last thing in the world is, and tell me if this is true, the last thing that anybody would say about you is that you're lazy, right? So you probably don't demand or command of others anything that you wouldn't command of your own self. And you're just very highly capable. And you're looking for a needle in a haystack. And believe me, you will find one. You will find one because you have more perseverance probably than anybody that you know. So thanks, Derek. So I'm going to pull a card for you and let's see what Spirit says to you. But I really think you should really watch my Virgo videos, my Aries videos, and my Scorpio videos if you haven't yet, because those are all different pieces of you and those are all very intense signs. And I think those videos will help you develop more compassion for self. I feel like you need a little more compassion for yourself. I don't know how to tell somebody who wants to be the best, be okay with being second best. I don't think that kind of thing works. I think maybe you have to see that life is a journey. And if you miss the mark this time, it's not like it's your only chance. You know, we get more than one chance to do things right. Let's see what card you get. This is for my friend Derek. Whoop. Look at this card. Is this not perfect Aries card? This is like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And look at the cat, Derek. This is so cute. It's Harry Potter playing Quidditch. But wait, can you see the cat? You're the Knight of Pentacles. You're amazing. What you need, I think you only need one thing. Are you ready? You only need one thing. If I could give you a gift and wrap it up with a big bow and stick it underneath your Christmas tree and then watch you open it, and I told you that you have to take 10 minutes to open up this present. And you cannot unwrap this present faster than 10 minutes. You'd have to get into your Scorpio to do it, but you could do it. And you would probably follow the rules because of the Virgo. But it's patience. And don't you hate it? Like, God, don't ask for patience because God will give you a reason to be patient. But this is patience. You know, you don't need to be at the finish line tonight. It's like, we've got tomorrow too. And I'm not saying be lazy, and I'm not saying procrastinate, and I don't think you do. But this is having patience with yourself and with others. You're a very high velocity person, and you're a rocket ship. And rocket ships are not patient. Rocket ships take off and boom. Yeah, Gloria, that's awesome. You have to pace yourself. Patience is like a pace. And so you're running a marathon, you're not running a sprint. And I think that there's a frustration around expectations. So when people disappoint you or you disappoint yourself, dealing with that disappointment is where things get ultra frustrating for you. And being patient in those moments when things crumble are the most important gift I could give you. Patience with yourself for when you don't meet your own expectations. And my heart hurts for you a little bit, but at the same time, God, you're the full meal deal. You're the real package. I mean, you're the Big Mac with the extra sauce. You're like the yummy. And so there's actually, if people looked at you, they would be like shocked that you even get disappointed in yourself because you are pretty damn perfect. Do you guys watch? I just started watching the series. I'm late to it. It's like third season or something, but I just started watching This Is Us. And you remind me of This Is Us. You remind me of the brother in This Is Us. I think he looks like a Virgo. You know, he's got the gorgeous wife and the 2 kids and the immaculate job, and he's in the immaculate suit. And he met his biological dad, who gave him away at a fire station. Do you watch this show? And I'm only so, and forgive me because I don't know how it develops past like the 4th show, but or actually I'm on the 8th show, but you remind me of that man. He's so beautiful and he's so perfect in so many ways. And yet he has so many, he feels so inherently flawed, and he's got the perfect house, perfect life. And then we start to get in touch with his vulnerability. I want to give you one more thing, Derek, just because I like you. Your growth and your development is going to come through your vulnerability, not through your ego. You were born with a really strong ego, with a I can do it attitude. And I think God wants you to get in touch with the vulnerability of what it feels like to not be number one, or not be your best, or to make a mistake. And the relationship that you have with your flaws is probably the most important thing that you could work on. So the relationship to your victories are great, but you don't spend enough time appreciating those victories. You spend more time on the upset when you don't. And so the vulnerability, managing your vulnerability, is really important. I could talk all day about this. You probably should book a reading, but just in case you don't, I wanted to at least leave you with that. Oh my God, I need to keep going. I hope I can do this. I have a husband who brought home dinner for me. Yay! So I have to go eat. Mint tea, Capricorn sun, Pisces moon, Aquarius rising. My Saturn is in Aquarius. Oh, my Saturn is in Aquarius in the 1st house, and I'm losing my job December 26th. How does 2021 career look like? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Susie. Okay. This is for mint tea.
Yeah, I get it.
Fantastic. Okay. This is for mint tea. I want to know who wants the reading with Kira. This is for mint tea. Does anybody want to win the contest with Kira? Have a free 30-minute reading with Kira. This is so beautiful. Mint tea, you're getting something so much better. You deserve something better. Okay, Susie, write these names down of everybody who wants the reading with Kira, and pull one out of the hat. Look at this. I don't want you to fear anything, mint tea. This is so, I don't know what your real name is. Please forgive me. I don't know. It doesn't say what your real name is. But Capricorn sun, first of all, you're going to get another job. You're so highly capable. I want you to just have the faith and the confidence. Now, it might, you should really, really work with the moon, because you are a Capricorn, and that Capricorn new moon is going to usher in a new job for you. So if I was you, I would buy the Capricorn new moon bundle, honestly and truly, for $20. I would work with what it is that I want to create. I would put that into the moonlight and do my new moon ritual, and I would attract to yourself the biggest, baddest ass job that you can, because this is no small card. This is the King of Cups. You're going to attract something that you love, that is worth you. Taylor Ratcliffe. You're cute. Okay, so Susie, Laura, Christian, Goshenauer. Hair flip. Hold on. Goshenauer. Andrea, Sarah, Stacy, Susie loves me. Hopefully she still loves me. Jane. Okay. Oh. Okay, I got you all. Blue, Carmen. Susie's like, got it, got it. I'm all done. I got them all. Okay, who wins? Dun, dun, dun. Magic. I'm letting Susie pick. Susie's picking. It's taking her a minute. She's over there scrambling. I see her. She's like, da, 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 da. Earth Shine Massage. We've been on for 3 hours. Blue, you won. That's crazy. That's cray cray. That's cray cray good. Knew it. That's so funny. Okay, I'll hook you up, okay? I'll connect the two of you guys in email. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now, but I will do it by tomorrow. And if you guys are super supporters and you haven't gotten your perks, you have to email me at soulnavigation1111@gmail.com. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to all my super supporters. And if you guys are not a super supporter, join. We have so much fun. I love having you with me. I love it, love it, love it. And thank you for all the generous tips. I really appreciate it. It was so fun. Don't forget to go shop at Soul Navigation and get your Aura Quartz crystals. Bye, you guys. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Lynn. Bye, everyone. Take good care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I can't wait to see you over here at Soul Navigation for your readings. Bye. Book a reading. Bye. Bye, Dawn.